Hey, it's Debbie Pask again, just sharing some comments back from people that have posted a question in a Facebook group. This one that you're watching now. So thanks, Kim. You said, how can I trust the invisible power of the spirit field and manifesting, and how can I stay calm when I'm trying to have something come into my life? That's a really good question, because a lot of people know that the key to manifesting is to reach out into the field or to put your intentions out there and practice some of those law of vibrational activities. And around staying calm for when those actually manifest and occur, that is the trick. There's a really great analogy that two people called Jerry and Esther Hicks have talked about when you're wanting something. They say that you imagine that there's a river in front of you, and you're asking for something in the universe, and so the universe is starting to flow down this river. It might take a few days, weeks, months, but it puts it at one end and it's waiting to be flown down or flowing down toward you. The problem is, if you're standing on the riverbank and waiting for this thing to flow, but you're getting worried it's not going to happen, and you keep looking behind your back and you're looking somewhere else because of fear or worry, or you're doubting, you kind of miss that opportunity that flows right before you. So the idea is that if you ask for what you want, you have to have a level of patience and say, I'm going to wait for it to turn up. And the key is not to dictate how it turns up. We often get stuck in the how something happens. We need to stay with the what we want. So putting an idea out there or an intention out there, and then letting the how work itself out. The universe is quite a creative energy, so it's going to work it out in probably a different way than your limited brain might think it's going to work out. A really great example of that is late last year on the December 21 date, I thought I'm going to put up a vision board and put a picture of a horse riding up there. I wanted to do more horse riding in the local area. I wanted to join a group where I could maybe lend someone's horse and do some more riding. So I put this horse picture up on my vision board thinking, great, I'm hoping to find a group that I can borrow someone's horse. And lo and behold, in February, 2 months later, I was given a horse. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it happened in a different way. So it's quite interesting how the universe directs your energy. So the other thing about manifesting or trusting that the universe is bringing what you want, there's a really great way to build up a good lucid dream and a story around what you're wanting. So if you're asking for something and you have to trust that it's flowing to you, a really great way is to notice small things that are going right. So you want to build up this story that lots of little things are happening in right timing for you. So you notice, wow, the traffic lights worked for me and I had a free run, or someone delivered something right when I needed it. Or start with small things. So if you want something chunky and big that's important, rather than just waiting for that to happen and getting worried about it, notice all the other small things that are happening in synchronicity in your life, and watch your energy build and build and build. And there's something in our brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS system, and it's the thing that notices anomalies. So for example, if I'm looking for a white Toyota car to buy, guess what? I'll see white Toyotas everywhere. Or if I'm on the hunt for a red dress, I'll see red dresses everywhere. So you want to give your reticular activating system some input. You want to say to it, look for all the ways where I'm receiving or good things are happening to me. And then it starts to go, okay, out of the 40 billion bits of data every day, I'm going to pick out the ones that are good, or they feel like they're flowing, or I'm going to notice good things coming my way. And the more that they come your way, the more your reticular activating system notices them. The more you notice them, the more they build. And eventually one day that thing that you've put out there for turns up, because you've built this really great energy around it. And so that's a really good way of getting into the flow with receiving, because bringing something in and being calm with when it comes is actually about the ability to believe that you can receive something in your life. So I have that belief, and I'm getting that belief fulfilled. The other thing that I'm a big fan on is the timing. So, here we are on a path and we want to get to a decision point, or we want something to happen to us. And we start to travel along that path. If we're too overexcited, or we're too impatient, we start to make decisions that are too early in advance for what that thing is that we need. So we start to push against the flow of life. And that's kind of like that overbusting to get it. But then there's also that thing where this thing that you've wanted comes in and you procrastinate on it because it's almost like it's turned up and you can't take it. And then you overcook it. So you don't want to overcook it, you don't want to undercook it. You want your timing to meet you. In fact, you want your decision to make you or meet you. You want to be able to come to that point where it's the right time and the right moment, and then you take it. So a lot of us get impatient, or we procrastinate, one or the other. So it's really important to think about timing and letting things happen in the right time at the right place. Again, I'll remind you, your brain is limited, it doesn't know that, but the universe or the spirit field knows timing much better than we do. So whether whether you're wanting a little thing or a big thing, the key to remember is, and this is what you ask him, how do you stay calm? You have to stay calm whether it happens or it doesn't happen, because either way, calm is better, right? But if you actually realize that it won't ever not happen, it's just timing, then you suddenly realize this is not about a trust issue, it's about an impatience issue. So just learning to understand that I need to be more patient if I haven't already got what I want. So it comes down to patience. And underlying impatience is judgment. It's not happening quick enough. So work on judgment and work on patience, and then you'll start to feel a lot calmer about things that are manifesting around you. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for asking that big question.